Okay, here we go again. Take number 2. We died in the middle of the first one. I'm not going to play the piano for you. I'm not going to sing the lesson to you while I play the piano. Don't worry about that. Anyway, you're doing great with what you're doing so far. Keep it up. We need to move on and put more information into the research paper aspect of what we're doing here, because all of you will be writing research papers this semester, as we've already shown you on the online stuff. So, to create a research paper, you need to find sources where you're going to get your material. A research paper is not something you take out of your head, and it's not something that you take from only 1 or 2 sources. You need a minimum of 6 sources for your research paper, okay? And you have to be able to tell exactly what those sources are. So, let's say that Caitlin is going to write her research paper about, I don't know, ADHD, okay? Attention deficit disorder, ADD and ADHD, attention deficit hyper disorder, I guess it is. Anyway, let's say she's going to write about that, and our Kara wants to find out more about this topic, okay? So our Kara could take Caitlin's research paper and look at her list of works cited and see where she got her information from, okay? So what I want to talk about now is how you begin to form a works cited list, okay? So I mentioned online that you need to get 3x5 or 4x6 note cards, okay? For each different source that you use, and you will have to take information in your paper from at least 6 different sources. For each source, you want a separate bibliography card, a separate note card. And all you're going to put on that bibliography card is the information about one source. So you'll end up with a minimum of 6 bibliography cards, okay? And here's the order that you put information in on those note cards. Let's say that, so please write this down, okay? Let's say that, first of all, you're using a book, okay? For the book, you want to put on the first line the author's last name. On the second line of your note card, put the author's first name. On the next line of your note card, put the title of the book. On the next line of your note card, put the city of publication. On the next line of your note card, put the publishing company. And on the next line of your note card, put the date of publication. Okay? So, put things in the order that I'm telling you. Author's last name, author's first name, title of work, city of publication, publishing company, date of publication. That's all that goes on that card. No information from the book. That's something different. We'll talk about information cards next week. But this week we're talking about bibliography cards, okay? You need a minimum of 6 sources. You can have 6 books. You can have 2 books and 4 periodicals. You can have 6 periodicals. You can have 2 books, 2 periodicals, 2 pieces of information from the internet. You can have 6 pieces from the internet. It doesn't matter how you mix and match. You need a total of 6 different sources, okay? And basically almost all the information that goes in your paper has to come from research. It's not something you know about. It's something you're learning about through research, okay? So you need a minimum of 6 sources. So again, I told you what you do with books, okay? If you have any periodicals or magazines, you take, on the first line of your bibliography card, you would take the author of the article and put that person's name down there. Last name, then first name. Second line would be the title of the article. The third line would be the name of the publication. If there are volume numbers, that would go on the 4th line. The date of publication would go on the next line. And then all of the pages that that article appears on would go on the next line. Okay? So author, last name first, first name, title of article, name of publication, If there's a volume number that goes next, there may not be a volume number. And then the date of publication, and then all the pages the article appears on. Okay. You don't always have authors. If they don't give you the author, then you would start with the title. Okay. On the internet, okay, again, author's last name, first name, if they give you an author. The name of the article, all the publishing information that's there, and then the complete web address so that somebody can go onto the web, follow the information you give them, and get to that article. Okay? So find all of that information. Now, you may not have an author. Fine. The first thing on your note card would be the title of the article. Sometimes you don't even have titles of articles. So then you just have a full web address, and on each of these, the date that you find the information. Okay? So somebody needs to be able to get to your source. Okay? That's what goes on your bibliography card, is everything they would need to get to your source. If you are doing a personal interview, so you're talking up to an individual, put down their last name, their first name, say in a personal interview, and the date. Okay? The date that you did that interview. So that's what you need to do on your bibliography cards, and you each need 6 bibliography cards for next week. I will be collecting these ultimately. For next week, give me 6 bibliography cards. Okay? And list the information along with your assignment when you do your assignment next week. Okay? Questions on that, email me. But, you need to get going on that. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is your assignment for next week. And your assignment next week is to create what I would call a report of an incident, a story, a happening, whatever. But this is to be a third-person report. Third person does not include I. Okay? You're not a character in this. You can tell about something that really happened. You can make the whole thing up. It doesn't matter. You can mix and match in the sense of make up part of it and tell about something that really happened. But you are not a character in it. This is a third-person report. You are, in a sense, you can say you're viewing it from afar. Okay? You're not there. You're telling what goes on. Okay? So, again, real or imagined. So, talk about something that really happened. Write a story if you want to, something that really happened. Okay? But again, follow the same ideas that we've been following all the way along in creating a list of ideas, honing it down into a rough draft, and going through all the steps for yourself so that you ultimately write a good, at least 5-paragraph report of an incident that you're not part of. Again, you can tell a story, you can tell about something that really happened, but you're not part of it. And please post that for me by Friday. Okay, those of you that post, like Monday or Tuesday, I do this course Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, Monday I spend time on my Monday on a course that I teach on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday I spend time on courses that I teach Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when I dedicate myself to this course. Thursday, I try to stay away from schoolwork, so I'm only doing it 6 days a week, okay? So if you post something on Monday, I may well not look at it till Friday or Saturday because it was due on Friday, okay? So, please try to keep up on these things so we don't get behind, so I don't get behind, so you don't get behind, okay? Questions about any of this, please let me know. Please get in touch with me. You're doing great. I'm having a ball. I hope you are, because you guys are terrific. Have a good week.